We need to get a handle on this, you said. You know, I'm sensitive to having a series of checks and balances in place when dealing with property development over the years. I fear that has been less in play over the last decade. We talked about the uncertainty in the market from the development industry's perspective. How does that make you feel as a renter, considering the uncertainty in the market?
I think right now the developers have control of the city and our housing, and that housing is a human right. I think that there are lots of available apartments, but they're not the ones that the developers and the landlords want us to be renting. I think there's a big hole in our research, in our policy, and that we keep accepting the developers' in statements that say that there's no vacancy in Vancouver. That's why the previous council brought in the vacant homes tax. They knew, they did the research to bring in that tax. I'm sure that wasn't an easy thing to do. So they had to have research to back that up. And they found what I've read is that back then it was 7% vacancy. I don't believe that included rental buildings. I've told you before that my building is about a third empty because they haven't brought in new people since they bought the place. So I know as well, through conversations I've had with tenants advocates, that there are many empty buildings, especially in the West End, like half empty, like dark. So I have a feeling that nobody's looking into what the true vacancy rate is in Vancouver. And that's affecting the affordability, and that's what's putting us at the bottom of the list in North America and second last in the world for affordability. So I think that, them saying that this isn't a really trustworthy place to invest, I think it's them that caused it.
Well, I'm actually looking at a chart of CMHC numbers that show that in 2016, there were double the number of building starts in the city of over the mean average over 20 years. But the majority of those are condo developments. So would you correlate perhaps the proliferation of condo developments and the loss of affordable rental housing?
I guess my answer should have been real estate speculation, because that encompasses everything. That covers my building that was sold to somebody who owned 60 buildings in 2016, and also all the condos that were built to people who are using it as safe investments. Thank you.
Thank you.